My name is Terwilliger. I'm the author of Healthcare Networks, and my book is about the role of people in healthcare. My book is about the intersection of healthcare and people. I explore a lot of the personal stories that providers have and nurses have, but they always want to be providing the best care. So the question is, why aren't they not always able to provide the best care? And then also to look at the times they do provide the best care, what that actually entails. You realize that you need to give people the time to actually have human interactions with their patients, and that's such a big component of really good, high-quality healthcare. And I'm able to highlight some of these beautiful stories that nurses have about the time they were able to take 5 minutes to connect with a patient, how big of a difference that made to the patient. My book is looking at the role of people in quality improvement. So quality improvement is a jargon word used in the medical field, essentially referring to how hospitals or even the healthcare system goes about making changes. Because the big problem is that there's a huge quality problem. The process has been a lot of focus on big data and money and legislation, and not about the role of individual providers and nurses and actually improving care. Before I went to get my PhD, I worked as a nurse myself, and I was an oncology nurse, and the last place I worked was an outpatient unit where women were getting biopsies to determine if they had cancer or not. There was this week or two where there was 5 or 6 women under the age of 30 who got diagnosed, and it just pulls at your heart no matter how many times you see it. And I just remember this one girl, I just sat with her for 20 minutes, and I don't think we said anything to each other. And then we slowly, talked, and her sister came and was able to get through everything and send her home. But a couple months later, I saw her again on a different outpatient unit I happened to be actually floating on. And she just thanked me profusely for just taking the time just to be there with her, and how that meant so much to her that someone was just willing to spend the time to make sure she was okay and just be supportive. From that moment and many other moments I experienced as a nurse, to realize that it's not about oftentimes the clinical things that we do for people, it's just about being emotionally there and just allowing people to have that vulnerable space to get through hard things. After someone reads my book, I hope they realize it's not just about numbers. At the end of the day, healthcare has a moral component, has an emotional component, and we need to think about those things too, not just what a number tells us. You would enjoy this book if you're interested in healthcare. And honestly, most people are interested in healthcare because healthcare is one of those things that affects all of us. We use it, our family members use it. Hi, my name is Terwilliger, and I'm the author of Healthcare Networks.